Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Okay, I just gotta make sure. Well, everybody is having a beautiful day. I'm gonna start in like 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. All right. So first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakadash, Yahweh being the Most High God, Yahweh Shai to the world, and He calls Jesus the Christ. Shalom, shalom, sis. Definitely want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders and great millstones, down right up to Tahara on down, that rule of all through the Spirit, bring the forth 100% of Most High doctrine to the best of the ability. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth in America, in congregations and out congregations, teaching His word and believing in His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put on your spirit to endure. Lord willing, we are that number. Lord willing, one day in His time we will be singing the same song. For the wives and the single sisters, Lord willing, the Most High continue to have you believing in His word and pursuing to be virtuous and loving silent wives to the best of your ability. And of course, Lord willing, the Most High have mercy for the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith. Right? So the title of this short and quick lesson, Lord willing, it says, it's always a warning before destruction. Are y'all even paying attention? So I'm going to play this little clip, and I'll take my phone and I'll let you see this clip that I got on my computer.
I will never chip my brain. You know how they will sell it, right? First they'll pull out never chip my brain. This will fix mental illness, first or spinal injuries. This will fix learn a language in seconds. Have access to unlimited creativity. Learn a language in seconds. Then we'll be able to read each other's minds. Unlimited creativity do that naturally. Then we'll be able to read each other's minds. The people in power know about our competitive nature. Here's the thing: bank people in power won't be able to live without it. Be confident without it. Useful without it. So people are going to start getting chipped left and right, so they don't become obsolete. So this may even be introduced in schools, and this is precisely the moment when our true connection to nature and civilization is knowing will true connection. First, you promote the cure. Then, once enough people believe in the cure, the power of the cure. Then, once enough people believe in the cure, the power of the control update 66. Designed for total mental enslavement, shutting people down from a distance. Designed for total mental enslavement, not 20 shutting people down from a distance. They're doing human trials right now. It's here. We must have comprehensive regulations. They're doing human trials right now. It's here. We must have comprehensive regulations.
Into the charagma.
I will never chip my brain. You know how they will sell it, right? I will never chip my brain. You know how they will sell it, right? First they'll pull on our heart or spinal injuries. This will fix mental illness. Learn a language in seconds. Have access to unlimited creativity. Then we'll be able to read each other's minds. Even if we can already do that naturally. Here's the thing: even if people in power know about our competitive nature, people in power know about it, we won't be able to live without it. Confident without it, be useful without it. So people are going to start getting useful left and right, so they don't become obsolete. This may even be introduced in schools, and this is precisely the moment when our true connection to nature, civilization, true connection will change. First, you promote the cure. Then, once enough people believe in the cure, the power once enough people believe in the cure, update the power on our brain.
Execute Order 66.
Designed for total mental enslavement, shutting people down from a distance. Total mental enslavement, shutting people down from 20 years from now. They're doing human trials right now. 20 years from now, they're doing human trials right now. It's here. We must have comprehensive regulations.
FDA is approving of us eating computerized freaking meat, right? I don't know if y'all heard about that computerized meat. You got the submarine bullshit that's going on. I don't know if y'all know the history with the Titanic, with the Rothschilds and J.P. Morgan trying to make a central bank, and they didn't want to. He didn't want to come in agreement with the Rothschild, and what he did is, right before the Titanic sailed off, Rockefeller, Rothschilds, and their associates left the Titanic, and guess what? J.P. Morgan and his associates end up dying on the damn Titanic, and it's the same with this submarine that went down. Right? It was a billionaire associates of the Rothschilds, and they're moving into a digital currency, and I guess they didn't want to move that way. I have to get more deeper into it, but the ones that was in the submarine were billionaires. A discovery dude, a dude that find artifact, he's a billionaire. A billionaire in tech, and some other billionaire. And the submarine was sponsored or co-founded by the Rothschilds. But your mind is looking at these things and you're not looking in between the lines, let alone 700 immigrants during that time vanished out of nowhere. Immigrants was going towards Greece and they vanished out of nowhere, right? We got a whole lot of things that's going on in between lines that is preparing what is to come next. She said lab-grown meat, yeah, a cover-up, fad now, right? And what? You got to think, one of these elites had to kill the owner of Cash App. Some people on social media is talking about their Cash App is getting cut off. They can't use it. Some people think it's scammers, but it's some regular people that's not scammers that they can't even use their Cash App. So, Lord willing, we can get into something that's edifying. This is the first verse I'm going to go to is Wisdom of Solomon, 18th chapter. This is in Apocrypha, and I'm going to read from verse 11 to 14, and then just going in, Shalom, Bashar, Yahabashim, Bashar, Brakatham. They constantly promoting a microchip, and I'll show that video when we get done with this. I'll show that video again. Be aware, man, right? So like the title says, it's always a warning before destruction. Are y'all even paying attention? Before we got out of Egypt, it was 10 plagues, and Moses was warning Pharaoh, let alone the Egyptians, like, yo, let my people go, right? And they kept continuing not doing it. So before Esau's kingdom is destroyed, it's going to be plagues and destruction that hit this place. So Wisdom of Solomon 18, verse 11 to 13, it says, the master and the servant were punished after one manner, and like as the king, so suffered the common person. So they all together had innumerable dead with one kind of death. Neither were the living sufficient to bury them. For in one moment the noblest offspring of them was destroyed. For whereas they would not believe anything by reason of the enchantments, upon the destruction of the firstborn, they acknowledged this people to be the sons of God, right? But let's go to, I believe, Exodus, the 11th chapter. And they had got a warning. And we got to be thankful that we get to read these things, because that's what it says in Romans 15 and 4. The things that was written aforetime was written for our learning, right? To know that it's going to be warnings still in the earth, right? And you see it. Exodus 11 and 1. The left-hand side is the KJV. The right-hand side is GNT, but I'm reading from the KJV. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto Moses, yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterward, he will let you go hence. And when he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence together. Guess what? It was 10 plagues starting at chapter 7. Shalom, Sam. Shalom, Sam. Right? It was 10 plagues. And I'm going to play the video just, again, for anybody that didn't see it. Right? Actually, let's do that right now. We'll do that right now. Right? So y'all can
I
understand.
will never chip my brain. You know how they will sell it, right? First they'll pull on our heartstrings. This will fix mental illness or spinal injuries. Then it's learn a language in seconds. Then it's have access to unlimited creativity. Then we'll be able to read each other's minds. Even if we can already do that naturally. Here's the thing: people in power know about our competitive people in power know about the fact that we won't be able to live without it. Confident without it, to be useful without it. So people are going to start getting chipped left and right, so they don't become obsolete. This may even be introduced in schools, and this may even be the moment when our true connection to nature and civilization as we know it will change. First we promote the cure, and then once enough people believe in the cure, the power-hungry control update the software in our brain.
Execute Order 60. Execute Order
Designed for total
60.
mental enslavement, shutting people down from a distance if they're not compliant. Shutting people down 20 years from now. They're doing human trials right now. It's here. We must have human trials right now. It's here. We must have comprehensive regulations.
This so mark, which a lot of people might not see that's physical in Revelation, the 13th chapter, is like right next door, right? Reading again, Exodus 11, verse 1. It says, Yahweh Shemashai said unto Moses, yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt after he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow his neighbor, and every woman his neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And Yahweh Shemashai gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptian. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and then in the sights of the people. Right? So now I really just want to get right into the point. Verse 4. It says, and Moses said, thus saith Yahweh Shemashai, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon the throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and of all the firstborn of the beast. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be it any more. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that Yahweh Shemashai doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And the Egyptians, they are descendants from Ham. Israelites are descendants from Shem, right? The chosen bloodline. Right, we're two different nations, and all these thy servants shall come down unto thee and bow down themselves unto me, saying, get thee out, and all the people that follow thee, and after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger, and Yahweh Shemashai said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. Right, I ain't gonna keep on going. I mean, if you want, you could read the whole actual chapter and then read into chapter 12 when we actually do Passover, because Passover is about the death spirit passing over around Egypt, killing the firstborn. And this was a so-called warning, right? Let's go to Proverbs 18 and 12. Lord willing, I could just, keep it short and sweet. It says, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility, right? No one is respected unless he is humble. Arrogant people are on a way to ruin, right? And this nation of Esau is an arrogant nation, right? So only the hopeful elect are going to humble themselves before the Most High. Yes, all nations need to hear about this Karagma. All nations need to know America is going to be destroyed, right? But through the Spirit, right? Lord willing, if you're drawn to Yahushai, the hopeful elect is going to actually be making change in their lives right now. They're not going to wait the last minute. But some people, hey, the Lord might have you on a waiting list. And you might not even get in this truth until the last minute, until Jacob trouble hit. Some people don't start believing in the ministry until one of these prophets, until prophecies start to come to pass. Right? Look at Zedekiah. He started to believe that Jeremiah was a true prophet until he didn't believe until the Babylonians came in and took them. Right? This is John chapter 4, verse 44. It says, no man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up in the last days. Right? So if you're not, if the Lord did not raise you up in the last days, man, I can't help you. Right? If you're not listening to the warnings, watching and paying attention, even trying to look at the news, look, go get the app CNN. Go get the app End Times Headlines. It's some other YouTube channels that you can go to, and they're like journalists that actually look at things that they're not even showing on the news. Because you got to think your higher elites are going to live in a secret life, right? Let's go to Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16:18, and it reads, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall, right? And guess what? This nation is built and founded on pride, right? And this is why we need to actually be prepared for what's to come. If you desire Yahweh Shema Shai, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be getting just like the video of the sister. You're gonna get your house in order. And just for y'all, I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play that video for you. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna download it on here, and I'm gonna play it for you. All right. So this is Jeremiah 4:20. Let me get this video for y'all. See if it downloads. Okay, it's downloading. So Jeremiah 4:20, it says, destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish, stupid children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, right? And a lot of our brothers and sisters take it for granted when somebody is taking the time out their day to give you the edification that you need. The Lord is actually coming. Look, this is the same thing that happened with Jonah, man, which is a very good story to actually read. That's probably that's where they get Moby Dick from, right? Especially us as men, we got to cry out. How people gonna know that we've been warning them if we not out here crying out, right? This is Jonah chapter 1, verse 1. It says, and the word of Yahweh Shemashai came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. But Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish from the presence of Yahweh Shemashai, and went down to Joppa, and he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fire, basically the fare thereof, and went down into it to go with them unto Tarshish from the presence of Yahweh Shemashai. And it goes on and goes on. The Lord asked him, yo, man, go out to this city and cry against it, right? Because of their wickedness went so high. And this is what the men of the Lord are supposed to do. We are supposed to warn people. Just like, let me see. I want to make sure I can go straight to the point where we can go and see Lot. Where is it at? So like, yeah, I wanna get the point that I really want. and not no Shabba Dabba Ulu. Yeah, so when we go to Genesis, and I got the video too. I'm gonna play that video for y'all. Right? Genesis, the 19th chapter, verse 1. And I'm probably not gonna read all of it. Well, we're gonna get it in. It says, and there came two angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said, behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. They said, no, man, we're going to abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round. It said men of the city. It's not saying 1, 2, 3. Let's see if this joint say how many. It said, look, in the G&T, it says before the guests went to bed, the men of Sodom surrounded the house. All the men of the city, both young and old, were there. So it was old and young men pulling up on Lot. It says, and they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. Hold on. Look, when you read in the G&T, it says they called out Lot and asked, where are the men who came to stay with you tonight? Bring them out to us. The men of Sodom wanted to have sex with them, right? And that sounds just like America right now. They had a parade where they was letting men, freaking rangers walk around the street butt naked, right? 6, it says, and Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known men. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as it is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. Now I'm gonna just drop down so we not, dragging it too long. Right. So verse 12, and the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any beside son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city? Bring them out of this place. We're going to stop right there. That's a warning. Lot, bring them out. Bring them out of this city. Right. Now, let's just read the last one. For we will destroy this place. We will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahweh Shema Shai. Yahweh Shema Shai have sent us to destroy it. The Lord sent the angels to come down there to destroy it. So he gave them a warning. You got a son-in-law, a daughter, man, bring them out. That's a warning. Just like when he says, if there's a righteous man, he said, yeah, we won't destroy it. And guess what? Lot couldn't find nobody. So right now, spiritually, you got to get your mind prepared to get out of here, because they're going to give you this hour of temptation. You're going to be tempted. I want to spend. So if you got a bag, 6 figures, you're a millionaire, right? You got a job that's paying you 30, 40 something dollars an hour, and you love that job and you want to pay for these things. Guess what? You're going to be tempted, because eventually your job is going to go cashless. And eventually, in order to work, you're going to have an implant in your hand or in your forehead. There's nothing you can do. So let's look at this video I was playing yesterday. I got the whole clip.
I made a video, David, for yesterday, talking about how many people are seeing the military everywhere now, when they know something is about to happen. They just don't know what. Everywhere now, but the video that I made was talking about how the reason why the military is here, because they know that the power grid is about to shut down. So they know that millions of people is going to be looting, that they're going to be doing all types of stuff because, you know, the power is out. All types of stuff. So just to let y'all know, the power is going to be a very intense lockdown, meaning that you won't be able to come outside at all. Meaning that it's not going to be a curfew outside at all. Because there's no reason for you to come outside because there's no electricity. Because there's no reason like you can come outside because there's not electricity. Go to the stores. It's not like because there's no electricity. It's not like so it is going to be a very intense lockdown. There's no electricity. And so the reason why I'm making this video now, because when they enforce this, and the reason why I'm making this video I don't want y'all to because when they enforce this or worried about what is going on outside. I don't want y'all to be what is going on outside is that the reason why they are going to have an intense lockdown is going on outside is because why the reason why they are going to have an intense lockdown. They are going to be setting up these stores out, and these corporations setting these businesses for the mark. So when everything do come back on and we go back outside, it's going to be a whole new way of living. It's going to be a whole new way of living. Transformed. These stores are going to be transformed. Not only is what's going on outside at that time, it's going to be a new change of life. But it's going to be a very spiritual thing, but of what's going on at the same time too. So what's going on I don't want y'all to worry about what's going on outside. I don't want y'all to worry about what's going on outside. Intense, strict lockdown. When they put us on this while we is inside of our houses, I want y'all to get inside of our houses. I want your heart and get your spirit and your conscience right without your creator. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about what they could be doing. Don't worry about what they might be doing. Don't even worry about what's going on outside. What they might be doing. Don't even worry about to just get your house right. When they put us on the strict lockdown, get your house right. I want us to get our house right. And what I mean by house, I want to get your soul right. And what I mean by house, spirit I mean get your soul, get your conscience right, get your spirit right. So that case, whatever happens, once you walk out that door, right, it really don't matter because you got your house. You walk out that door without your creator. It really don't matter because you got your house. When this power grid shut down, because it's not going to shut down. Power grid when the power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down. See, when the power grid shut down, the sun and the stars, it's not going to shut down. We are still going to have daylight and the stars. It's just that the power we are still going to have daylight off. It's just that there will be no Wi-Fi. It's going to there will be no electricity. There will be no Wi-Fi. But we still going to have daylight. We're still going to have all of these things. But we still going to have daylight. For the people that is running off of the solar, they're going to cover up the sun. For the people that is running off a lot of these solar businesses and houses, they're going to cover up the sun. That is now working off of solar businesses and houses. Another reason why they is covering the sun. Because you got a lot of houses and businesses that doesn't work off electricity alone. They use the sun to basically give them electricity. The sun. So this is another reason why they're blocking the sun. If they block the sun, so this is another reason why their business can't get the energy that it needs. If they block the sun, because the sun, your house or your business can't get the energy. So don't worry about what's going on outside. Worry about your heart ready, your soul ready. Worry about getting your family ready. So whatever happens once this electricity comes back on, you are right without your creator. Once this electricity comes back on, coming up into a full scary.
People saying that is an echo. I don't know what. I don't know. Let me see.
The sun. So this is another reason why your business can't get the energy that it.
The sun.
So this is another reason why your business can't get the energy that it.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can maneuver that thing. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can maneuver that thing. So can y'all hear an echo right now? Y'all see an echo now? Y'all hear an echo now? All right, okay. I'll just play it on my phone so y'all can see it. Oh yeah, Facebook. I already know that it's not an echo on your side. It's an echo on this YouTube. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
The reason why the military is here, because they know that the power grid is about to shut down.
Can y'all hear it?
They know that millions of people is going to be looting. They're going to be doing all types of stuff because, the power is out. So just to let y'all know, it is going to be a very intense lockdown, meaning that you won't be able to come outside at all. It's not going to be a curfew because there's no reason for you to come outside because there's no electricity. It's not like you can go to work now. It's not like you can go to the stores because there's no electricity. So it is going to be a very intense lockdown. And the reason why I'm making this video now, because when they enforce this lockdown, I don't want y'all to be in fear or worried about what is going on outside, because what is going on outside is that the reason why they are going to have an intense lockdown is because while the grid is out, they are going to be setting up these stores and these corporations and these businesses for the mark. So when everything do come back on and we go back outside, it's going to be a whole new way of living. If these stores is going to be transformed. So not only is what's going on outside at that time is going to be a new change of life, but it's a very spiritual thing of what's going on at the same time too. So I don't want y'all to worry about what's going on outside. When they put us on this intense, strict lockdown, while we is inside of our houses, I want y'all to get your soul right. Get your heart and get your spirit and your conscience right with our true creator. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Don't worry about your job. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about what they could be doing, what they might be doing. Don't even worry about what's going on outside. I want y'all to just get your house right. When they put us on this strict lockdown, I want us to get our house right. And what I mean by house, I mean get your soul right. Get your spirit right. Get your conscience right. Get your heart right. So that case, whatever happens, once you walk out that door, it really don't matter because you got your house right with our true creator. Because when this power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down. See, when the power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down the moon and the sun and the stars. We are still going to have daylight. It's just that the power is going to be off. There will be no Wi-Fi. There will be no electricity. It is going to be none of that. But we're still going to have daylight. We're still going to have all of these things. And for the people that is running off of the solar, they're going to cover up the sun. Because you got a lot of these businesses and houses that is now working off of solar. This is another reason why they is covering the sun. Because you got a lot of houses and businesses that doesn't work off electricity alone. They use the sun to basically give them electricity. So this is another reason why they're blocking the sun. If they block the sun, your house or your business can't get the energy that it needs because the sun is being blocked. So don't worry about what's going on outside. Worry about getting your heart ready, your soul ready. Worry about getting your family ready. So whatever happens once this electricity comes back on, you are right with our true creator. And we is coming up into a beautiful, scary, but yet intense moment. Because right now, we are about to make that ultimate choice. When this power grid go down and it comes back up, we are about to make the ultimate choice. And this ultimate choice is going to cost us our souls. Because you are going to have to choose. Is you going to take this mark and do what you have to do to live on this earth so that you can be able to eat and work and take care of your family? Or you're not going to take...
Sorry, y'all.
Because you know what this mark is.
Now,
by now, I'm pretty sure all of y'all know that the mark of the beast is here. And it's about to be enforced. It's up to you to take this mark. It's up to you to allow yourself to be in fear to take this mark. But believe me, the devil is not going to force you to do it. He may give you some choices that's going to be bizarre, but he can't make you take this mark. You have to want to do it. He might tell you, well, look, if you don't take this mark, you won't be able to eat. You won't be able to work. You won't be able to do nothing. You won't be able to do that. He's going to do that to you because that's his way of putting you in fear to take the mark. But just because he gives you these alternatives, it doesn't mean that you still have to do it. It just means...
Oh my God.
And fear of not doing it because you want to do the things that he told you you can't do if you don't take it. So right now, when the power grid go down, you know that it is the end or the beginning.
That's a very good, very, very, very good video right there, man. Hold on one second. Let me... Damn. Yep. So I see my brother, he just dropped some precepts in the comment section. Yeah, saying if you need that video, man, I'll put it in the inbox for you, King. Right. So, yo, this lady didn't bring out script. She really, look, the spirit is working. That's a warning. However you look at it, that was a warning, man. This is a Matthew 24 verse. I'm gonna say 13 and 14. I'm gonna make the screen big before somebody says something. Right? Matthew 24, verse 13 and 14, it says, he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Like the sister said, man, get your house in order, endure to the end. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. That's why I tell brothers, teach, 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 teach. It's amazing how the Lord blessed me and a few brothers to get a job out of nowhere, you know. And guess what? I got to give the Lord thanks. And I can pray, I can fast, you know, teaching, doing like this right here. You give him thanks when you feeding his brothers and sisters, when you warning them, right? This is our objective, right? The brother put another precept in there. I can't let that precept just slide, right? 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Oh yeah, he trying to get that thing. Oh, that brother trying to get that thing. Right? This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at 15. It says, for this we say unto you by the word of Yahweh Shemashai, that which are alive and remain unto the coming of Yahweh Shemashai shall not prevent them which are asleep. For Yahweh Shemashai himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, Shalom, Shalom, Yahweh Shemashai Bakathum, Ma'ab. Heaven with a shout, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet Yahweh Shemashai in the air. And so shall we ever be with Yahweh Shemashai. Wherefore, comfort one another with these things. Prophecies, it comforts you to know, dang, the Lord gave you a chance to be ready for what's to come. What if the Lord didn't even give you a chance to be ready for what's to come? Right? That's how merciful he is, but it's all for the elect, whoever you may be. You getting yourself in order right now, spiritually, mentally, physically, all that other stuff, financially, a bag. Hey, if you got it, you got it. But you're not going to be attached to the things of this world, because eventually they're going to use these things in the world to still keep you trapped. But hey, I can't make none of y'all take anything I'm saying. Right? This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is the nation of Idumea. All you people that say Esau, not the so-called white woman and man, it's nobody that had the attribute to make a Jesus picture in the whole earth, right? It was no Arabs that were the Greeks. It was no Arabs that were the Romans. That was the head of the Romans. Let alone the Romans was, considered Italians, right? You can't take away from the modern, a lot of things change from ancient time. Esau been Esau. Modern time, even in ancient time, Israelites been who they were. But since we migrated, we go here. A lot of us change. A lot of us get lighter, right? A lot of us got shorter. A lot of us is dying younger, right? Our attributes change, but it still do not take away from who we are, right? The flesh is going to die out, but them spirits who are the children of Israel, they always come back. This is their judgment. And if you were a prophet in your old life, you come back as a prophet again, right? We've been warned, right? Let me bring out a few more and then we'll end this, right? But we can keep on going, but I'm not going to drown you out, man, right? You got Psalms 35 and verse 8. I'm gonna read what you brought out, Sam. Hold on 1 second. There we go. So my brother Sam brought out Ezekiel 3:17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me." Right? I'm gonna leave that there for y'all, man. This is what men are supposed to be warning. If you're a watchman, you're watching. You're waiting and watching. You're watching and observing. Some things you bring out, it might not happen in a day. It might not happen in a week. It might not happen in a month. It might not happen in a year, but it's going to happen, right? That goes into the 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, right? So I got on the screen Psalms 35:8. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he have hid catch himself into that very destruction. Let him fall, right? And just what we just read, the son of perdition, he's going to be trapped in his own devices, right? Things that he's creating for all these nukes, man, through the spirit. They only using this joint really to destroy themselves, let alone to destroy all the wicked, right? Regardless if they got a guillotine and it might kill the righteous. We just read in 1 Thessalonians, anybody that die in the name of Yahweh Shemal Shai, guess what? They're going to be the first one to rise, right? You don't win if Israel get the kingdom. You don't win if the elect still make it on this side. That's playing upon baby tables, right? I'm trying to see out my other handy dandy clip what I'm gonna bring out. Let's get this Joel 1:15. Joel 1:15, and it reads, "As for the day for the day of Yahweh Shemashai is at hand, and as destruction from the mighty shall it come, right? The day of the Lord shall come, and shall come swift. Not like Taylor Swift, but it's going to come swift, right? Hold on, I got another one. I got another preset, right? Because my brother Yarmayan brought out Ezekiel. I think it's this one. I think it's the one I want. We're going to find out. Ezekiel 33. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. It says, again, the word of Yahweh Shemashai. Then the word of Yahweh Shemashai came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And this trumpet now is our voice. Isaiah 58 and 1. You got to cry aloud, right? Like a trumpet. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet taketh not warning. If the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So if you don't take heed to brothers trying to give y'all the warning, I'm not asking for you to pay for a damn thing. I'm not, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, you do the heel toe. No, come back to the Lord, man. Build up your faith. Try to rehearse his righteous acts, right? Try to hear the word, because faith come by hearing the word. And if you don't believe anything brothers is ever bringing out, then I'm sorry, you don't have faith, right? And then you ask them, do you know about World War III? Oh, I don't think it's a World War III. And that shows whatever your understanding is in your head is incorrect. Verse 5, it says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, the people be not warned. If the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. This is crazy. So if you choose not to actually teach and you hearing or know that a sword is coming and you're not even trying to blow the trumpet, guess what? The Lord gonna require your blood, man. This is why brothers be so in tune with saying, yo, teach the word, bring out the Lord's message, right? Because that's plain as day, man. Right? Brothers is giving y'all warning after warning after warning. Hey, and if you don't take heed to that, it's hey, I can't make you, I can't force you into this thing. I can't force you to believe in this thing. Right? So like the Lord says, strive for the truth until death, and the Most High will fight for you. If you're not striving for Yahweh Shemashai, how is he gonna fight for you? Right? And that's understandable. Shalom to everybody that's on the Facebook Live. Right? So if a brother is not being continuous with professing the ways of the Lord, or telling you nukes is coming, telling you disaster, telling you famine of the word is coming, the Lord is going to hold that on him. Right? Let's see. I'm trying to find this other one. I might make this the last one. Psalm 78, verse 1. It says, give ear, O my people, to my law, and incline thy ears to the words of my mouth. right? I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which ye have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come the praises of Yahweh Shemashai and his strength and his wonderful works that he hath done. Let alone the Lord is not done with his works. And that just made me think of Psalms 107. Forgot what verse. I'll just start at the first verse. It says, give thanks to Yahweh Shemashai, for he is good, for his mercy endure forever. Let the redeemed of Yahweh Shemashai say so, when he have redeemed from the hand of the enemy and gathered them out of the lands, from the east, from the west, from the north, and from the south. Israel is scattered abroad. Israel is scattered four corners of the earth. And we have to be gathered from the east, the west, the north, and the south. There's not one land where Israel is not going to be gathered from. We're going to be gathered from every land. They wander in the wilderness in solitary. They wander in the wilderness in a solitary way. They found no city to dwell in. Hold on. I know another point that I really want is at the bottom. I'm going to start at 39. It says, hold on, let me highlight it. Again, they are missioned and brought low through oppression, affliction, and sorrow. So we were brought low by oppression, affliction, and sorrow, pains, right? And through history, you could see this was something that continuously happened. But that's on our own fault because we continuously walked away from the Lord. It says he poureth contempt upon prince and causeth them to wander in the wilderness, where there is no way. Yet setteth he the poor on high from affliction, maketh him families like a flock. The righteous shall see it and rejoice, and all iniquity shall stop her mouth. Whoso is wise and will observe these things, even they shall understand the loving kindness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? The Lord is so right in his judgment, right? And let alone Israel, the more that you prepare yourself, right? We're preparing ourselves for a strange salvation, but only the ones that's actually inclining their ears to receive and hear what the Lord is telling them. Wisdom of Solomon 5:2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. The salvation of Jacob, the salvation of the 12 tribes of Israel is going to be so strange. We're going to get saved out of this trouble. Just like what we brought out in Matthew 24:13. He that endureth to the end shall be saved. If you're not enduring, right, let alone you brothers that's not out here teaching what it just said in Ezekiel 33. If you know what's going on and you're not trying to warn the flock, guess what? The Lord is going to require their blood on your hands. Right? I'm not better than anybody, and I know nobody's better than me, but I know it's levels to this ministry. And if I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, Yahweh as being the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly called Jesus the Christ. Till next time, love you to the kingdom and never back. Death to America, death to Esau, not on my time, your time, but his time is never early and never late. Yahweh speed. Shalom.